Hi, welcome to my channel, Cinderella Loves Disney. If it's your first time stopping by, hi, my name is Allie. Welcome to episode 3 of my monthly series, Collector Talk. The word of the day is slipper. I'm going to be sharing all my pieces in my collection that are Cinderella's glass slipper or have some sort of slipper. I have a total of 8 pieces to share, and then I'll just kind of give a little story behind all of them. Nearly all of them were actually gifts except for 2. So I haven't decided how I'm going to start with this, so I'm just going to pick one right here that I received, oh gosh, maybe around 10 plus years ago as a gift. This was from my grandmother, and this is so cool because it's a pillow and it's got the slipper on here, but it's magnetic, and the glass slipper goes onto the pillow, and it's got these really cool tassels here, and there's all this detail on the slipper. Now this slipper actually is plastic, it's not technically glass. But it's just got some really great things on it, the little sparkle diamonds, and then you can see it says Cinderella on the actual slipper, and then look at all the details on the slipper itself here, just very, very cool. And then this piece kind of reminds me of something out of Beauty and the Beast, where the footstool that has the little tassels that kind of comes to life as a dog. But that just kind of came to my mind right now. But anyways, this is my first piece that I am sharing with the Cinderella slipper. The next piece is actually an ornament, and I'm not sure, I can't remember if I got this off Shop Disney or the Hallmark store. I think it might have been from the Hallmark store, and this actually is glass, so I want to be very careful. But it is the glass slipper, and it's got a little, kind of a little heart-shaped gem here, or a glass piece on the top to show the toe of this slipper here. And then it's got this little thing, so it just kind of hangs on the tree. Now, of course, because this is glass, I keep this in my curio cabinet. I don't put this on my tree. I don't want to ever risk anything happening to this or any of my collection, which is why I tend to keep everything in a cabinet. Next piece is also an ornament, and also from my grandmother, but again, I do not ever put this on a tree. It's not glass, but it is very, very fragile, and it is so cool. Okay, sorry, I had to get out a magnifying glass to read this little tiny piece here, just so I can get some details on it. But it is from the Bradford Exchange, and it's from the Disney collection called Once Upon a Slipper. And it is very, very cool. You can actually see little stairs that kind of come down in the middle of this shoe here. And Cinderella's on the edge. And then the shoe itself has got scenes from the castle. Let me flip it around here. Try to be very, very careful. The bridge. And then the middle has got like this little bow here where the ornament charm is. Very high heel too. But again, I do not ever put these out. They are always put in the cabinet for safekeeping. This next item, I actually showcased it in my Cinderella's 70th anniversary video, where I showed some other items in my collection, and I will link that video as well. But since this has a slipper in it, I had to include it since it's part of my slipper collection. But it is a snow globe with the glass slipper sitting on a pillow, and on the base of it, it says, "Even miracles take a little time," quoted by Cinderella. And so here, let me show you the back. You can see the slipper in there. Very, very cool. Very cool piece. So this next one's a Hallmark ornament. I have actually had this one for many, many years, and it's very tiny and petite, very small, but it's also a little mini version of the slipper sitting on a pillow with the little tassels kind of hanging out the bottom here. I've never ever hung this on my tree. I just keep this in my cabinet to show. This next piece is called the Hamilton collection, and it's called the Happily Ever After Shoe collection, and it's got the actual serial number, I guess you could say, of the product. Is that coming out? Hopefully. Anyway, it's another sort of similar to the other shoe one, but this one's like much bigger, and it's got Cinderella's gown that kind of flows down there, and it's got the strap of the shoe up here. You can see her looking all cool, sitting here flaring her dress out. The dress is kind of flaring over here, and then you've got this jewel, and then you can still see her dress kind of poking through the toe of the shoe, and the shoe's got all these cool blue gems on it. Even on the heel itself you can see a little bit of glittery gems and stuff. So this is really cool too. This is one of my favorite pieces as well. The next piece is from the Hallmark store, and it's kind of a little statue with a small little version of the glass slipper on a pillow, and it says, "Love, the most wonderful wonder of all," and it's got the slipper on the pillow here, which is ever so tiny, but very cool nonetheless, and I wanted to include it in the collection here. We interrupt this program because when I was finished filming this and reviewing everything, I realized that I actually have some pins of some slippers too. So I thought I've got to include these because it just makes sense. I'm sharing everything about my glass slipper shoe collection. So let me share with you the 4 pins that I have. The first one is from one of those 4-piece sets that they had on Shop Disney, and it is just a cute little slipper on a pillow. Again, this time the pillow is pink instead, or this time the pillow is purple instead of the normal blue that is out there. The next one's actually a fantasy pin from the Pin Bake Shop, and it's got the slipper on the very top there, so I thought that was kind of cool. But I just love this little cake type of pin that was here with the slipper and all the other details, but again, wanted to include this as well. This one, I actually can't remember where I got this. I think I ordered it off of someone, like they're on Instagram or something, and I saw it somewhere. I just thought it was so cute, so I couldn't pass this one up. And I purposely saved this next one for last because it reminds me of a piece that you're going to see in just a few minutes here in my collection. So this is kind of cool because it's the glass slipper, and again it's got a blue gem over the toe of the slipper. This is a fairly big size piece, not too big, but you can see up against my finger that it's quite larger. So this is a really cool one as well. Okay, this last piece is the piece de resistance. It is literally the heaviest, biggest, most wondrous glass slipper I've ever seen, and I've got to be very, very careful because when I first got this, a little tiny piece of the bow broke off and I glued it together, and you cannot tell. But this is also a gift from my grandmother. This is one of the first gifts she ever gave me when she started giving me Cinderella collectibles, and here it is. It is a very large and very heavy glass slipper with a bow on it, and again, I'm going to be very, very careful, but you can see the most amazing gem style designs just through the glass itself on this, and it's very heavy. It could almost be like a paperweight, and I just absolutely love it. And then through the bottom you can see the little dot of the blue bow, but this is just absolutely exquisite. One of my favorite pieces. So let me put this down very carefully. Here we go. Okay, that is going to conclude my Cinderella glass slipper collection of items that I own. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it as well. If you haven't already done so, consider hitting the subscribe button and sticking around because I will be putting out these videos every month, so make sure your notification bell's on too. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, make it a Disney day.
Don't forget to join us every Friday night for Spillin the Disney Tea with myself, Christy's Corner, the Mickey Bunch, and Tailor Made Magic. Be sure to check social media to find out whose channel's hosting.